it is explained in standard way. So whatever the foreign body which are stuck is more. Thank you, sir. So now I am request for esteemed chief guest Madam to deliver the guest lecture on Kalash.
all this. In WBC also there are neutrophils, lymphocytes, monocytes, neutrophils, all these are there. But can you say, have you seen ever how these constituents of RB, WBC are transported? What is the level of transformation? What is the force of transformation? What is their pH? Neutrophils will be always in the periphery, at the endothelial lining of the blood vessel. Lymphocytes will be in the center. Monocytes will be elsewhere, in between. So there is something limiting membrane in between the neutrophil, lymphocytes, monocytes, which is limiting them, and separating them from one another. WBC is separated from lymphocytes. Isn't it? There should be a membrane there, which is invisible, which you cannot see. It has got its own barriers. That is also kala. It's a physiological entity. Understanding kala in the form of physiology. But anatomically speaking, we know that it's a related membrane here. So what is kala? Kala is Tatvasha Antaramarya. Kala is Tatvasha Antaramarya. Maryada, a limiting membrane, or a barrier, or a seam, a CAM seam, territory, jurisdiction, whatever you can call it. So it is there in between the dhatu and ashya. And what is dhatu? Dhatu is the perfect material which is passing through it. What is ashya? There is an ashya power sambandha between dhatu and ashya. But in between them there is a membrane. And what is that membrane? It is formed by the dhatu itself. When it is going to give out the poshaka dhatu, uttarata dhatu nirmana, its own, a part of it condenses because of ushnata, and it acts as a barrier, separating the ashya from the dhatu which is flowing through it. For that he has given the shloka of Utpatti of Kala. Yastu dharmasyantrastastu yakedu pradishtati dehoshpudami papascha sakala ityabdiyate. So what is the meaning of this formation of kala? Yastu dharmasyantrastastu, between dhatu and ashya. Yakedu pradishtati, keda which is present in between them. Dehoshpudami papascha. It becomes a little bit fast. Okay. So all these are the modifications of the lymphatic fascia, ligaments of venous fascia, all this. So tiny membrane related with the Ayurvedic interpretation of applied aspects also. Okay, so what this? Okay, Mamsudara. There is kala. Mamsudara svacha is also there. Mamsudara kala is there. What is the difference between a Mamsudara kala and Mamsudara svacha? That which lies in Mamsa. The deepmost hypodermic is called as Mamsa here, actually. So according to Shuddha and Charaka, both are one is the same. Shareeram Prachaha is the word what the Acharya and Charaka has got. This is the deeper, deep the sixth layer. So these are the modern applied aspects related to that. So there will be compartmentalization syndromes where if the blood vessels will get back, there will be inflammation and then there will be rupture. Nuclear pain will be there. That is due to the involvement of muscular. So as I this, okay, the lining membrane covering the Shareeram major muscle. Okay, so it's a part and parcel of the lumbar fascia. You can see there is inflammation, tuberculosis in the muscle there. It affects the veins. Okay. So it will catch hold of the membrane and it has gone down as far as the axis. So through the lining membrane, whatever the axis is there, it is spreading and passing down the dependent portion. Here also the kala involvement you can see there. Lining the Shareeram major muscle is not. Fasciitis, plantar ligaments are involved, plantar sheath is involved. Okay. Next is Kala. So, what is the tool? See, seed. Then I ask you for MCQ also here. Kala is one MCQ is there for Kala Shareeram. Out of 20, one MCQ. Then I ask you what is the seat of Kala. What is the seat of Mamsudara Kala?
So we say, Sasya showing from English versus Siddha, Yakrut preposture over three. Yakrut, Priya, and Siddha are the seeds, are the site where the Kala is killed. You know that Yakrut and Priya are the Mulathana Vasosutras. You know that they are the blood depots, isn't it? So they are there, you can see the same sites also. Where the tunica, advantage, tunica is not there, only the tunica and intima will be there. And because of that, it doesn't have such shape, and that's why the end point is called as science. So here, similarly, what we have Ruksha, the capital, Chittamaway, Mansadeva, Chatar, Chittam, Jonathan, Sampati, Chitti. Ruksha, the capital, when you take a tree, how the milk of the pyretics or the resin would stop. In the same way, when you are going to hit Shirina, Shareeram, Ruksha, family for BSc, which milk secreting trees, the tree, like the cactus and all. Okay, so Masa is injured. So, because of the endothelial lining membrane lining the blood vessels, endothelium in the liver of the tree lining the internal circulatory system, open circuit and closed circuit. And here it will be sinus up to the sinus, liver hepatic sinus side. Okay, if it has been injured, okay, then the blood will be moving on. Take that. Okay, see, this is the function of the liver, okay, and also this knee. This is a problem, destruction of heartbeat, and also production of heartbeat. Okay, because the phagocytosis, the old and debilitated heartbeat. Okay, 99% of that is detoxified by reticuloendothelial system present in the liver, not found in the spleen. Okay, so nitric oxide is one of the hormones affected by the endothelial cells of the liver. Okay, so like that. Next. See, these are tells you the importance of color. Okay, next, applied sensitivity after Pita. Okay, so this is also presenting involvement. You know, okay, there may be liver cirrhosis of the liver. Cirrhosis of the liver. There may be fibrotic. There may be compression of the portal vein. Okay, the blood cannot pass the regurgitation of the blood into the junction. Okay, where the varices, suspension, corticultures, and the person is going to vomit the blood. So there is involvement there of epithecal breakup. Okay, trauma, immunism, phosphorus, nitric oxide. Okay, it is going to dilate the vessel. Okay, so all these are related applied aspects of lateral. Next. Vedodharakala. Next is Vedodharakala. Okay. So the third color is always Vedodharakala. Suppose Mutana Mudarastam. It is present in Mudara. Okay. Matsu, Madhyasa Koti, Sula tissue. Okay. Anvasti also. Small bones also is present. Smooth also there means long bones is also present. And in Mudara it is present. See, very clearly this is very important. Not understand the first line. Then you can go for simile. So what they have given in the simile? So, Sudhastishu, Visheshana, Majjaku, Abhindrashitaha, Medodhatu will be defined in the form of Majja is Sudhastishu. Sudhastishu, Visheshana, Majjaku, Abhindrashitaha. The definition of Sarveshu, Sarkameda. In all other words, it is called a Sarkameda. Sarkameda is what? Where there is preponderance of electropoietic cells. Where there is fat wall is white in color or yellowish. Your mammal is yellow color or it may become a joint, Raktamaccha. So Raktamaccha is rich in electropoietic cells. Okay, electropoid. Okay, like so Pulamansa Sneha, Vasarti Parikita, it's also very where? Into the mamsa. So all these are Meta and that which there is in Nandi and supporting this is called as Meta. Okay. So Because from India, there are abundance of fat in the form of momentum, whatever you see in between the two layers, 4 layers of momentum, 2 layers of momentum, whatever you see, petrol is reflection is made of Veda only. And also if that is more, it needs to be covered by the fat. Okay, all this is the dependent portion where fat is accumulated because of space.
ವೈಫೈ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಯಾರು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ
ಈಗ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಡಾಟಾ
ಡೇಟಾನು ಅದು ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ ನೀನು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೀನು
ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ
treatment purpose or also for external culture, something like that, for detecting cancer and all, they are going to use that pattern. So here I want to tell you about the VijayaNagara. This Vishakaragala is related with this part of large intestine. Okay, and therefore even the hepatic flexor and the transverse colon, these part, important part. Okay. So whatever the after the process of digestion, the ahara reaches the pakvashya, there will be separation of drava from the pitta. Okay, so that happens in the pakvashya. Okay, which part of pakvashya? It's a part of midgut loop itself. What is the part of midgut loop? A part of midgut loop which starts from the distal part of ileum and then the cecum, appendix, ascending colon, three-fourths of transverse colon, is the region where it is more absorptive function, cellular, which is absorptive, absorbs and so helps in solidification of mala. Okay, so what happens in this large intestine? Next year. All this is the cellular lining, histology, Siddharakala now. So Siddharakala is a Siddhakala. Saturvidam Annapanam Bhaustam Amasha Prachitam Pakvasha Upasthikam Dharayet. You see, where is Siddharakala now? Amasha to Pakvasha. Actually, they have not quoted for Pachamanashi. Okay? They have not quoted for Pachamanashi. You will not get that. But you have to understand. In the terms what he has used, Siddharakala, Granny is the term what he has used. In this manner, we have to understand about the Pachamanashya, which lies between Amasya and Pakvasya. What is Amasya? Amanam, Annanam, Asya, Amasya. Navistanantaram, Jambol, Amasya, etc. Then Amasya should be separate, Pakvasya should be separate. What is the Vishuddharakala, Moolasthana, Pakvasya is separate. Then what is Pachamanashya? Where actual process of digestion and its absorption is taking place. It is related with the small intestine, the pylori orifice of the stomach, up to the proximal part of ileum, not complete of ileum. I am not telling you about up to the ileocecal junction. Where it is functionally very important, where all the salient features of this one system is present, like tinea coli is present, surface area is increased by the plica circularis, or what you call it as, okay, circular force of mucus membrane, which increases the surface area by 8 times. 6 feet extent of one percent is increased to 8 times. And then small villi is made up of again micro villi. If you are going to spread them, how much length is the intestine, which helps the process of digestion, secretion of enzymes, digestion and absorption. Okay, so that is called as Siddharakala. So Chaturvida Annapam, 4 types of Annapam. Upapukta, Mamasha, Prachitam, Pakvasha, Upasthikam Dharayet. Okay, next. This is the lining. Okay. So this is the gynae roga related with the Siddharakala. Okay. Vishuddharakala. So Siddharakala.
where you are going to give birth. Shukra present in the whole body in the form of hormone. The hormone will be male or female. It may be estrogen, it may be progesterone, it may be testosterone, androgenic hormone present in the whole body, responsible for secondary sexual characters of male or female. You can agree now, it is Shareeram Vyapini, isn't it? That's what our Acharya meant to understand, how to understand the Shukra Kalani. So, then what happened? Sthai Shukra, Sthula Shukra. Sthula Shukra in the form of the semen and the sperm which is present there. Like that, Vayamule Dakshine Pathwe Bhakti Dwarasya Charavinaha Guru Mutra Shoda Tadakshakram Purushasya Pravarta. So what is this? Why is Dakshina Pathwa? What is meant by Dakshina Pathwa? Vayamule Dakshina Pathwe therefore. Two Angula Dakshina. Dakshina means what? What is meant by Dakshina? Right or left? What is meant by Dakshina? I want to answer. All of you right, huh? All of you right. But you are wrong. What is there in Dakshina of Bharata? What is there in Dakshina of Bharata? Bharata Desha. Cape of Capricorn, Sri Lanka. Dakshina means what? Adaha, down, biangular, inch, down to birthday there. You have to understand. Terminology is according to the context you have to understand. You see that? Biangular, Dakshina Pathway, Bhakti Dwarasya Cha Ati Adaha. Not right or left here. Mutra Shoda Svatam Shuktam Purushasya Pravarta in Purusha. In the form of semen, it gets ejaculated. So this is a little bit concept I have told about the Shareeram. Thank you very much for the attention. These are the mesodermal cells. Okay, connective tissue cells. What you can call it. There's the importance of bone marrow, importance of mesodermal lining membrane present in the form of osteum within the Marsumacha. Means what? Long roots. That's what it has been shown. So this is the Ayurvedic approach of understanding the applied aspects of mesodermal. Kriti and Chaya of mesodermal. Saudi and Shastra, most important pathology. In obesity point that encroaches within the muscle fibers, leading to loss of bone. The great momentum to the people will capture this infection. That's why it's called as Orisman of abdomen, great momentum, which is lying in the neck coverage of the stomach. Bone marrow for examination is usually obtained by stomach function. I told you. Fourth one is Neshmudrakara. Sarva Sandeshu Pranamutamo. So this we have given for one student of mine, Dr. Jagdish. First line it says that Sarva Sandeshu Pranamutamo. But next line what it says is Neha Vyakte, Yata Hekshe Chakram Sadhu Pravartate, Sandhya Sadhu Vattante, Samskrita, Steshmanahata. So what is the meaning of this? Here what when he says Sandhi Sadhu Vattante. Yata Hekshe Chakram means what? Movable joints. Similarly, if there was a movable joint, where movement can be seen. So you can understand it's a synovial membrane. Synovial fluid which is going to act as grease and absorb Sadhu Pravartana of the Sandhi. But why he has given the Sarva Sandhi? Why he has given Sarva Sandhi? Whether it's present or not, it's a research topic given to one of our postgraduate student at SCM College. Okay, it's going on. No answer, but still we have to do it. So synovial membrane has got lot of importance. Okay? So speaking of so many things are here. Here you see, there are two types of synovial cells. Type A, type B. Resembles macrophages of the body. Type 2, secondary. Okay, so these cells are the source of lipoprotein and But in rheumatoid arthritis, what will happen? How this patient has aligned. If the rheumatoid increases, that means secretion of cyanotic secretion is reduced. What happens here? If rheumatoid increases, it causes a reverse kind of some negative. Okay, that is osteoporosis, osteoarthritis. Okay, the treatment primarily in the first case is partial. Okay, in conversion of excess of laser supported by the color. Very simple is it. How to understand the treatment or management of rheumatoid arthritis? Or the management of water, management of the condition called as rheumatoid arthritis.